I think the correct answer is stand still.
This sandwich is delicious.
It was enough to scar me for life.
That's not the kind of answer that you meant to.
Oh wow, look at that. We listen and we don't judge.
No, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You
I'm not. I'm not.
I don't believe you.
I'm not.
Welcome to a Christmassy mukbang video with my brother. We're bringing back the old school traditions. What was this?
That was me waving hello.
This video has already gone a little bit wrong because we anticipated doing it as a drive with us. We were going to film it like a mukbang drive-through. Firstly, the Pret was not a drive-through, and secondly, the car was so dark that we did film a little clip in there, but we decided to bring the food home, film with the Christmas tree, get the cozy vibes going.
I mean, it doesn't help that there's approximately 3 hours of daylight at this time of year.
Anyway, we're going to flash back to previous us. Hello guys, we did have plans and intentions of filming this in the car, but when the camera is sat on the dash, you just can't see us.
Show them what it looks like. Yeah, this would be the video.
It's so dark, it's not great. Instead, we're gonna take you guys back home and we're gonna film this in our living room where it's cozy, it's festive, it's bright, but we are here at Pret and we're gonna pick up all of the stuff right now, so I thought I'd film that bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's on their menu. We probably should have looked before.
No, that's part of the fun.
Is that part of the fun?
Part of the fun. First time ever visiting this Pret since it opened, which is actually quite impressive because it's not far from home at all. So it's not the biggest Pret ever, but they do have a lot of the warm food and sandwiches. Plus they have...
The last one, we've got to get it.
Yeah, you've got to get that one. Oh, and they've got a brie, pistachio and cranberry baguette. Perfect, one veggie, one not. That's good. All right, now we need to see what else they've got in their sweet section. Do they have anything Christmassy in here? What about warm things? Oh, Harry, they've got pigs in blankets. Hot roll. That is the best thing that Pret sell. Don't even fight me about it. They've actually got a lot of sandwiches, guys, that are Christmas themed. This one's the Very Merry Lunch. This one's the Pret Christmas Lunch. This one's the Chicken Festive Feast. A lot of options. Thank you. So, as you saw, I'm pleasantly surprised by how much Pret has that's Christmassy.
Me too, and considering the size of that Pret as well, that was not a big Pret at all, but they had a good range.
So, I have got the festive brie, pistachio and cranberry baguette.
I've got the Christmas lunch baguette, and I don't actually know what's in this, but it looks like
all the trimmings of a Christmas dinner.
All the trimmings of a Christmas dinner, yeah. Actually, I might start with this one because this one's warm.
I think you should. That's amazing.
Pigs in blanket sandwich, which, by the way,
I don't know if anywhere else does that. I've not seen that in like a Costa or anything. To be fair, I wouldn't have been looking.
Oh wow, look at that.
That is a pigs in blanket baguette.
Literally, no, it's a bat, but
a bat.
Why did I say that?
It is a bread cake.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I said about.
That's the quickest way to start a debate.
Mustard in as well. This is a really odd combination, but I'm kind of enjoying it.
Mine has actual pistachio nuts in it.
Ooh.
Kind of random for a sandwich to have nuts in. Whilst we eat, we have gone through and thought of a few questions, and I'm going to be honest, we've actually stolen a lot of these from Zoe and Alfie's Vlogmas. If you've been watching that like I have, they've done a segment at the end of each vlog where they answer questions that people have sent in. But that would be kind of fun because it takes it away from us answering questions about us, because we've answered most things multiple times.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, I'm just laughing at how little content I'm giving right now because I'm really enjoying this sandwich.
The reason we wanted to go to this Pret in the first place is because it's fairly local to us and it's fairly new and we've never been. Obviously, I don't really get my lunch from Pret on the regular because you'd need a small mortgage. But I do sometimes think as a treat it is worth it because I do like their food. I think their food's really good. Less keen usually on their drinks, but we have got festive drinks to try.
Yeah, I got the chocolate orange hot chocolate and you got...
I got their maple nut latte.
There was whipped cream in this as well, but I was hoping it came in like a more of a festive cup, but it's not really.
True.
I was going to say about Pret, I don't think I've been since first year of uni when they did that QR code where you could get 5 free coffees a day. I literally just sat in Pret all day. I think Pret's a very London thing, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
I don't think it's really made its way up north the same way that other chains have.
Not in the same way.
We've got Greggs, they've got Pret. That would be what I would say.
Harry came up with 5 quickfire festive questions to start off the question section.
Molly put it out in the car. We've probably answered them all before.
But opinions change.
They do.
Can I just show you the inside of mine? Because do you not think that having pistachio nuts in bread is quite random? But it's actually really nice, guys. Like coffee, I'll be honest, I'm not a flavoured coffee girl. It's very syrupy.
Okay, this is Quickfire, by the way.
Quickfire.
So, favourite Christmas film?
Home Alone.
Which one?
2.
Favourite Christmas song?
Fairy Tale of New York.
Okay.
Is there a New York theme?
Favourite Christmas tradition that we do?
Ooh, probably like all of Christmas Eve from like 3 PM onwards. The tradition of like the
Polar Express.
Yeah, the Polar Express, but also in more recent years we've been to the pub and we've always had pizza on Christmas Eve.
Have we? Oh yeah.
Yeah, we used to make it. We used to always
Yeah,
hand make it. Now we have less time because we spend the afternoon in the pub.
Yeah.
But I think the whole of like that up until actual bedtime is probably my favourite part of Christmas overall.
Favourite Christmas food off the Christmas dinner? Favourite one individual? Mine's right here. Pigs in blankets. Standard.
Well, as a veggie, a question I get a lot is, what do you even have for Christmas dinner? And let's set the record straight. I had the exact same Christmas dinner, just without the meat. And as somebody that was not a big meat eater prior to being veggie, that's no loss to me. So I just replace it with like, usually some kind of veggie parcel. That might be my favourite, to be honest.
I was going to say, what do you have? I have that question. I don't really look at your dinner.
Too busy just stuffing your face. Yeah, it's just basically the exact same. I think I love stuffing. Obviously, we have veggie stuffing.
Yeah.
I could just eat that on its own, actually. What else? Mash. I love a good creamy mash. You're not a mash fan,
Not a massive fan of mash.
Not everybody has mash on a Christmas dinner either.
And people substitute mash for Yorkshire puddings on Christmas dinner.
Controversially, despite being from Yorkshire, there are no Yorkshire puddings on our Christmas day.
No, it's a Sunday roast. They're two different things. Last one. Favourite Christmas present you've ever got?
Oh, that's really difficult. I remember being so excited. I think I was probably turning 9 and I got a Barbie typewriter. Remember my typewriter? It was blue with pink writing. And I really was so excited about that. And it was like one of those Christmases where I remember being like, I really hope Santa brings me. I think that's like a standout Christmas morning memory for me.
Yeah, I remember getting my PC. That was a big one. I can't remember when that was. I think that would have been about year 7.
I remember being in year 7 and I got my... No, I was in year 6. I got my iPod Touch.
That
was a
we got them the same year.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. That was a good Christmas. And then I got an iTunes account.
I remember sitting playing Cut the Rope.
Yeah, me too. And then Fruit Ninja.
Yeah.
Well, my first question really to you is actually, can we have a little life update? Because you've not been in a video for a couple of months.
Oh, yeah.
Since the Philippines, but in the Philippines we're preoccupied.
Yeah, before the Philippines, what did we film? We filmed Treasure Hunt, right? That was the last thing we filmed. I'm an employed man. They already know that, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I have a part-time job, potentially 2 part-time jobs in the coming few days. I recently had another little interview, so that's good. Saving up money to travel, to follow your footsteps, I suppose. Copy what you did, basically. Just copying.
It's not copying. It's so many people do.
No, it is not copying, because we'll do it different and we'll go to different places. But the idea of traveling is...
Well, I'm glad. That's a good influence. I always think that when people are like, oh, I've done this trip because you did it. I'm like, that's the kind of influencer I want to be.
Obviously, it's just a part-time job, but I've been working quite a lot more recently.
Busy over Christmas.
Yeah, well... To be fair, our shop doesn't really fluctuate in how busy it gets, but I have been working more hours, which I'm not complaining about because, you know, more money, save up quicker, leave quicker. Did fracture my elbow. Did that about a month ago. Feel like that was never really said on here. So I was playing football, 6-a-side, friendly match, not even a league match or anything.
How friendly was it really though?
No, no need for it really, but got absolutely bodied, clattered off the ball, landed on my elbow, and then, to be fair, I thought it was going to be in pot for like a month. And then a few days later they said, actually, you don't need the pot on, so that's lucky. But yeah, that's not even fully recovered, and that was a really long-winded way of saying that I have a job and I fractured my elbow.
Maybe I'll just use that clip.
Yeah.
This sandwich is delicious, actually.
So this is the Christmas lunch baguette.
This is just delightful.
Pretty good. I get much flavour out of it, actually. That bite was better because I got cranberry. 7 out of 10 and 10 out of 10 for the pigs in blanket one.
I might give this like a 9. This was really hard. The addition of pistachios, so random, so nice. Before we get on to any other questions that I've stolen from Zoe and Alfie, I think we should do a little round of we listen but we don't judge, because this is my favourite trend to have come from TikTok at the moment. I'm obsessed with it.
Can we just preempt how difficult we both found it to think of one, weirdly?
And we were like, let's think of 3, and then we were like, nope, let's think of 1, because I couldn't even think of 1. I don't know if we just weren't like...
We weren't them sort of siblings, I don't think.
I was just so nice to Harry that I've never done anything mean.
You know, I can think of a few things. You bite mark in my arms, I beg to differ.
One time. I think I bet you 1 time.
Made me dress up as Spider-Man and put it on the internet.
That doesn't count though, because you are aware that you did that.
I was 3.
You were.
I had no choice.
You want to start? Because I'm really intrigued to hear yours.
Okay. So I have to say the
yeah.
Okay, we listen and we don't judge. While we were away filming the Monopoly video, I think it was. You know, we were staying in like travel lodges every night. I woke up in the middle of the night on one of the nights and there was just like a massive spider on the side of your bed.
No, you're lying.
Instead of just waking you up and telling you and catching the spider, I just rolled over and went back.
You're lying. You're lying.
I'm not. I'm not.
I don't believe you.
I'm not.
I actually don't believe you.
No, genuinely.
Where were we?
It was the First night in, was it Oxford?
Are you joking?
Was that when we was first?
Yeah.
When we were quite high up in that.
Vista Village,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I am judging.
Because you would have just freaked out and then you wouldn't have gone back to sleep and then you'd have been in the mood the next day. It just made more sense to just not wake you up. When I say big, I'm talking like, maybe like, not like that big. Nothing like major.
But it was on the bed?
It was on the side of the bed, you know, like, not on your mattress, but like the bit that holds the bed up. The bed frame.
No, no, no.
I could wake you up and tell you and try and catch it, or I could roll over and pretend I didn't see it.
Okay.
And that just made more sense in the moment, because you would have not gone to sleep for the rest of the trip, probably.
Yeah,
You'd have made me scout every room.
Yeah, that is true, that is true.
So it just made more sense. And then I forgot to tell you, and then when we were thinking about the game, it came back to me.
See, I don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a nice person and would have told you.
No, that was me being a nice person. That was for the sake of your sleep and your sanity.
God, that's so scary though. So I have scoured my thoughts to think of anything for Harry, and I have none. This is my best case scenario.
This is going to be really embarrassing.
No, well, we listen and we don't judge. Actually doesn't fit the game at all, but when we was little and we first moved into this house, I used to wake you up on like a weekend morning with videos. Do you remember this?
With what do you mean?
So I would bring like a VHS video box into your room and tell you that if you got up to play with me, you could have that. Do you remember this?
No.
I really, really remember this.
What?
So I would take them in and I would like, because you always used to sleep in still, nothing has changed.
Yeah.
And I would want Harry to go up and play with me, so I would be like, here's a video of mine that you can have if you get up to play with me. I would give you them, and then I would just steal them right back and do it again like a few weekends later.
Bribe me with VHS.
VHS videos, yes.
Right. Why would that be in my interest to take that from
I don't know,
you?
but you used to do it.
As if I used to sit on my own and watch VHS videos when I was 4.
No, but I just really remember this was like my tactic as a small child to get you to play with me.
Okay, yeah. You would give me a white lie.
But I would then just steal it back.
That is what's come to your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does sound something weird you'd do, to be fair.
Right, should we try the desserts?
Oh yeah, the dessert. So this, guys, is Melvin. Melvin is a melted snowman, as it says there. And Melvin is a marshmallow. Now, I don't like marshmallow, but I can eat around it.
I think you have to try the marshmallow.
No, I'm not eating
Shall we tell the story about why you don't like the marshmallow?
Yeah, basically, it was like my year 2 school disco. Had a brilliant spread of unhealthy food. That was what I was going to say. This holidays of like healthy food.
Definitely fruit and veg now.
So there was a massive bowl of marshmallows and it was just free range. So I was just sticking my hands in, as was all the other grimy kids, sticking their hands in, stuffing your face with these marshmallows, and then I got home and I projectile vomited over my bedroom floor, which was carpet obviously, and took about 2 years for the smell to leave. But also, it was enough to scar me of marshmallows for life, and I haven't touched one since.
And today's the day we go back.
No, it's not.
Well, I got a classic mince pie because I actually feel as though it's a hot topic of debate in December, like where does the best mince pie?
Do you like mince pies?
I do like mince pies.
Oh, okay.
But I don't like them if they're like not good.
See, me and Imogen were speaking about this, and we both agreed that we're not at the maturity level yet of liking mince pies.
Oh,
I'm sure they
pies.
will grow on me.
Perfect size, guys. You don't really need it to be any bigger than that.
Are these like little jellies on
tots,
top?
yeah.
Jelly tots, oh yeah.
What flavour is the cookie? Plain? Gingerbread?
Gingerbread. We should have said how much everything cost.
This came to £30,
Yeah.
which is criminal.
I think this guy was about 4.
You just know if you've got a toddler and they're stood at the height of the till and they're like, can I have that, can I have that, can I have that, can I have that? And they'll take one bite out of it.
Melvin's nice.
You've not eaten the marshmallow.
I'm not touching the marshmallow.
This is good. I wouldn't say it's the best I've ever had. You know where does the best mince pie? Couplands. And if you're not from Yorkshire, you won't know what that is.
Coupland's only in Yorkshire.
Couplands is only East and North Yorkshire.
Well, I mean, that's on the same topic as Greg's, really. The Pret and Greg's debate.
No, but Couplands is a Yorkshire company.
Yeah, but Coupland's is maybe one up from Greg's.
Oh yeah, Couplands. Well, I think it used to be.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree.
Anyway, now we're going to do a couple of quick fire questions that I have stolen from Zoe and Alfie. So, I like this one because Tom and I had the debate after we watched it. In fact, I've got a few, but we'll start with this one. Okay. Say, for example, you're teleported back in time 100 years, and you've got to prove that you're from the future, but you can't take anything with you. What would you tell them?
Ooh.
It's actually really hard because I think they just won't believe you.
So 1924.
1924, you're there, you're dressed in their clothing.
And I'm the age I am now with all the life experience I have now.
Yeah, and you've got to convince them that you're from 2024.
Because you could reel off like Uruguay won the first World Cup and stuff like that, but then they wouldn't find that out for another like 6 years, I don't think, because I think the first one was like 1930.
Bloody hell, that's a lot of knowledge.
Well, there you are. That could be very wrong as well, but I think that's true.
No, I'm pretty sure they did win the first World Cup.
No, I know they won the first one, but I don't know if it was 1930. I think it was. Maybe something about World War II?
It's a really hard question.
Yeah, you can't exactly go back and say about Bitcoin, can you?
No, and you're not going to be like, oh yeah, we're actually driving electric cars, and oh, I do this for a job.
What you could start doing is you could start explaining loads of inventions to them, and then they'd start to think, actually, these are really clever ideas. Maybe, how has he got all of these great ideas?
True.
And then they'd start to maybe believe that...
When did they stop believing people were witches, though? Because they're probably just... Well, you'd get away with it.
I think that's quite a bit before that.
I don't know. They'd probably think you were insane.
Back to the Future. Great example. Doc goes back to 1985 and he's helping the town in loads of different ways. Just, yeah, Leicester won the Premier League in 2016, and then they're just going to have to wait for 92 years to find out, so, you know. That's
what you'd go with?
Yeah.
Not like, oh, man landed on the moon. We've invented space travel.
But if you went back 14 years to 2010 and you said Leicester won the Premier League in 2016, and then I think people would believe you. I think that's your only logical way of doing it, is sport results.
Well, it's food for thought, guys. Put in the comments below if you can think of something that would be convincing enough to get people to believe you. I think it's very difficult. Second question along a similar vein.
Yeah.
That they answered was, if you could have a door in your house opened to anywhere in the world, where would you pick? I would pick Australia.
It would be more practical to maybe pick somewhere like London for you.
True, that's true.
How often you're back and forth there? I mean, I know it's a lot less of a short journey, but...
But I'm happy to commute that.
Are you? All you do is complain every time you get the train.
That's because of the trains.
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't have to get the train if you got the door.
True.
I would probably pick Australia. That's really tricky.
I think maybe you're
There's
better
nowhere
off.
that I go really often. Maybe Leeds.
Leeds, yeah, that'll be...
maybe
that's so boring. You've got the whole world.
It's an hour away, isn't it?
Leeds.
No,
you're not.
that's yeah, I can't do that.
I think I might go for somewhere a little bit more like centrally located globally. So like Singapore or
like
Thailand.
a central hub, like Dubai.
Yeah, and then you are so close to everywhere and you're well connected to everywhere. Like imagine you could open a door into Dubai airport. You've cut your journey in half to get to anywhere in the rest of the world.
Stansted, somewhere with really cheap flights.
You've got a door in your house and it's Stansted Airport.
Yeah, because there's really cheap flights. There's really cheap flights, and then you've got the access to everywhere. Whereas if you choose Dubai, the flight from Dubai to anywhere is still really expensive.
That's true.
You've got to think the most cost-efficient way.
Maybe I'm picking like Bangkok then, because you can get places quite cheap from there.
Yeah, but you're far away from like Europe and all of that.
That's true.
I think the correct answer is Stansted.
Gatwick Airport.
Yeah, because then you're near London as well.
Yeah, you're connected to the city quite well. Not the answer I thought you were going to go with, but an airport's not a bad shout actually. Alright, last one then. Same vibes. You've got a door, but it's not to a place, it's to a moment you've already lived.
Hull City versus Cardiff.
No!
Why?
That's not the kind of answer that you meant to.
Hull versus Cardiff 2-2, final day. Promotion. On the pitch. I'm there.
You're meant to be like Christmas Day with all my family, or like my 10th birthday, or like you're picking a football match.
Yeah, absolutely I'm picking a football match.
Okay.
I can't think of many different days where I've been happier than that.
Really?
Yeah, genuinely.
That's so nice that something like that can make you that happy.
You wouldn't get it.
I don't get it. No, I don't.
Especially nowadays, we're sat rock bottom of the championship now, and I want to relive that because we're never reliving it again. So.
Okay, fair enough, yeah. Do you know what's really sad is Tom's answer would probably be the same.
Do you get to relive the entire day?
Yeah,
because I think that would change my answer, because that was just like a few hours. The morning was just probably a normal morning, and the evening I would have been happy, but it was still probably just a normal evening.
So I imagine the older that you get, the more likely you'd be to be like, my wedding day, or the first child birth day.
Full day it'd probably be like a day in like Florida or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
the perfect day at Disney Florida from when we were little.
Yeah.
Actually no, maybe not when we were little.
No, I was thinking more like 2019 maybe.
It's been a few days where like I've lived a day and I've known when I'm living it that it's going to be like a memory that I think about a lot. To be fair, there were days even this year, like in the Philippines, there were some days where
that Siargao house party was...
That day was like the best day.
Yeah. That was good. That's up there. That's the best party I've ever been to.
Same, 100%. That's the best party I probably will ever go to.
Yeah, that won't ever get topped.
I think if I was picking from this year alone, it would maybe be that. Basically, this is just a food for thought conversation starter. Take this conversation to your Christmas dinner. You'll get people debating. It's a good way to get to know more about people, and we're putting it to you in the comments. What is your answers to those questions? And obviously, because neither of us have ever got married or have children. There's not like a standout day where I'm like, that's the correct answer to that.
I reckon even after that's happened, I'll still pick Hull v Cardiff.
And I think we're going to end on that, guys.
I'm joking, that's a joke.
Any future children of Harry's that are watching, just know it's not that special because you're not Hull v Cardiff.
It was special though, because, you know, Dad was there and it was like...
Yeah.
It was good. Hull at Wembley, Sheffield Wednesday as well. That wasn't... I don't think that was as good as the Cardiff one.
The first 45 minutes of Hull at Wembley...
First 10 minutes.
The first 10 minutes of Hull in the FA Cup final, that actually was very good for me as well, and I'm not a football fan.
Yeah, that second goal going in against Arsenal.
I know what day I'd relive. The very first Eras Tour show that I went to in LA when I was at the very front. Why did that not come to my head?
Yeah, true.
That whole day, we went for breakfast at the Grove in LA. That was so much fun. Johanna was there, Tom was there, the weather was perfect. And then I saw Taylor Swift like this close, well not that close, pretty close. That's probably the best day of my life.
Really?
Probably, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right, and on that note, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. Do give it a thumbs up, and also do answer these questions down in the comments below. If you've got all the way to the end, we want to hear your answers. Have a lovely week run up to Christmas, whatever you're up to this week.
Have a very Merry Christmas.
It's the best time of the year.
You know what, I'm glad you didn't ask me them quickfire questions, because I couldn't tell you the favourite Christmas song or film, actually.
Well, you just don't really have any favourites of anything.
That's not true.
You ask Harry's favourite singer, he's like, "Ruh."
Nah, singer I'm not bothered, but film's definitely Back to the Future.
Christmas film then, let's end on that. Gun to your head, 5 seconds, you've got to pick a Christmas film.
Home Alone 3.
It's up there, to be honest.
It is up there.
I'm going to leave you with that. And I shall see you guys on my channel again before Christmas. Probably twice more, to be honest.
Ta-ra!
Goodbye! What's that? He's looking in.
Okay, alright.